Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the LFC Transfer Room with myself, Louis Fell, here for today's live watch-along. It's Liverpool versus Newcastle, 8 PM kickoff, about 25 minutes to go. The team news is out, the pitch is set. We're ready for another fantastic game in the Premier League. So EA Sports, hire me to do your FIFA intros. Matthias, good to see you. Everybody who's just joining and who has been waiting, thank you very much for your time and patience for this evening. Please do like the video as well, really helps us out. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. We go live every night at 7:30, except for when there's a game on, because then we do these watch-alongs, which is all good fun as well. Hyla, thank you very much for getting involved straight away with that team news for everybody to see. Liverpool go for in goal Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson at the back, Fabinho, Henderson, Elliott in midfield, followed by Diaz, Salah and Firmino up top. So an unchanged starting 11 from that team that emphatically thrashed Bournemouth by 9-0 and subsequently got Scott Parker sacked, which is a bit unfair and a little bit sad as well. Substitutes, Adrian, Davies, 2 goalkeepers again. Milner, Jones, Tsimikas, Carvalho, Matty, Pacetic and Phillips. So it's good to see we're getting some of those injured players back again, isn't it? Curtis Jones and Joel Matip returned to the bench. Kostas Tsimikas as well was another one of those injured players. I think the only thing that maybe some people might be a little bit frustrated with in that lineup is Carvalho not getting a start because he's looked so bright, but I don't know who you drop really that's realistic. What? Whoa, 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 Jen, that's what's going on here? That's crazy. Thanks for the super sticker, I guess. Bloody hell, Jen. That's ridiculous. £18. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, but thank you very much all the same. Jesus Christ, you make me feel horrible. Tino, hope you're doing well, although you've just gone again, but thank you all the same. My last time watching Liverpool at age 31 as I turned 32 on Saturday. Oh, well, happy birthday for Saturday. We'll, of course, have the Merseyside derby, but I'm sure you'll be out celebrating at the pub. So enjoy that if we don't see you between now and then. But let's try and get a good result for you once again. This is not a game I look forward to every Liverpool game. Don't get me wrong. This is not a game out of all of them that I'm looking the most forward to. I think once again, underestimate Newcastle at your peril. We saw what they can do against the champions of England, Man City. We saw how tactically adept Eddie Howe can really be when he's actually given a budget. I think that was always kind of like one of those uncertain things about Eddie Howe. It was when he was at Bournemouth. Obviously, he'd done well to get them there and keep them there. But I still felt like he was slightly underappreciated, especially when he then went to Newcastle in those first few weeks and months. There was a lot of like, he's not the man for the job. Like he wouldn't know what to do with all that money. But he's showing, with that performance against Man City, he's showing that he's got the know-how. He's got that technical, not that tactical ability, to compete with anybody. So we have to be at our best again. We cannot rest on our laurels that we beat Bournemouth 9-0, so now everything's all good again and we're just going to blitz teams left, right and centre. That's not what's going to happen. This is going to be a tough game. I would be shocked if we had an easy day, if we had a relatively easy day today. If we won it 3-0, I would be pleasantly surprised. I'll go for a 2-1. I think, that Isaac, unpredictable first game in the Premier League, having just got his work permit signed. This is a very unpredictable Newcastle team with a very astute manager at the helm, and they'll be looking for another scalp. Maybe this year isn't quite the year for them to push for serious European competition. Maybe they can scrape Europa Conference, I don't know. But throughout this season, they'll be looking for scalps. They'll be looking for teams that big performances, big results against big teams to show that this is where we're aspiring to be one day. Competing with the big uns, and it's the same with all clubs that we face. At home or away, in one of those games, those players are going to come together and try and bother us really. So this isn't me telling Liverpool, because they know they're not idiots, but we have to be ready for a quite impressive Newcastle team to come and do their thing. Thank you very much, Hyler, again for the Newcastle team. It's saving me all this work. It's fantastic. Pope in goal, Trippier, Lascelles, Burner, Target at the back, Joel Linton, Willock, Longstaff, Almiron, Fraser with Isaac up top. So luckily no Guimaraes starting today. Hope Isaac plays how he did for our country in the World Cup playoff versus Poland. He was awful when Sweden didn't qualify, says Matthias. Fingers crossed for a bit more of that, of course. It's a reduced Newcastle team today, although their new signing Isaac is starting. Is that all because of injuries? I haven't been able to, back at work and everything, I haven't been able to follow sort of the team news as in depth as I would normally like to. But is all of that forced changes, or is Eddie Howe thinking about something off in the future? I don't know. Be interesting to see. Thank you to everybody who is joining and getting involved. Please do feel free to get involved in the live chat if you would like to. The game is about 20 minutes away, or less than that now, actually. So do stick around. We'll be here for full commentary throughout and live reactions to every kick of the ball right here on the LFC transfer room. Matthias has gone for a 3-1 to Liverpool. Yeah, let's get some score predictions in. Why not, eh? Let's have a quick chat about the transfer window, because that is, besides this game, the biggest thing going on right now for Liverpool. And it's another, in terms of have we or have we not signed someone, it's a very, very quiet day. In terms of actual developments, and players have been linked to, some interesting names thrown about. Douglas Luiz, first of all, is someone that we've been suddenly linked to, and apparently we put a bid in for him, which I do struggle to believe, in all honesty. Let me know what you think about that. But we talk about finding the right player and not panic buying and not getting a Ben Davis type signing. What the hell is a Douglas Luiz then? Maybe a year or two ago we could have been fooled, but he ain't all that. So I'm really not sure on that one at all. I don't believe it. It's building for tomorrow, says Jen. It would be nice. It would be nice to actually have like an exciting deadline day where something happens. Like, I'm not talking about, when we were in for that Conor Planka and Yarmolenko, and it just didn't happen on the last day. You got Vinny O'Connor on Sky Sports standing outside the training ground saying at 10 o'clock at night, pitch black, all the offices are shut, and he's got to stay there till 11. And he's there like, there's nothing going on here, so, back to you in the studio. We don't want that. We want excitement. We want crowds surrounding whichever reporters sent to the Liverpool training ground. We want cars turning up, big cars, taxis. We want tracking. We want to be tracking aircraft coming into John Lennon Airport. We want people sifting through the motorways around the city looking for a big old taxi. That's what we want. We want excitement. So fingers crossed we can get something like that. There was some other players as well, but I just need to remind myself. Seems like Liverpool actually tried for Lamar in recent days, but got a no despite his contract running out next summer. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Players that probably were available a few weeks ago are now not available because, well, why would you leave it that late? Even if you've got a player on the last year of their deal, why? If you're not going to sell him, and then it comes to the last few days and Liverpool turn up out of nowhere, why would you then sell him? Because you've got no time to replace him, and if you're already like consigned to him leaving on a free, then just commit to it. He's only got a year on his deal, so it's not that they're going to earn that much money for him. And if they know they can afford it, then they will, won't they? But the other player, I've reminded myself, quite obviously, was Tielemans. Another player who has apparently had a mystery bid sent in for him. A lot of people thought it might be Liverpool. It looks much more like it's the likes of Arsenal, who are probably that mystery club, or somebody else in the Premier League. But it may be us. I don't think that's been confirmed yet. If we find out tomorrow, then the deal is on. The race is on. If you leave it late, you have an excuse for not getting your main targets. Best regards, FSG. Yep, well, that does seem like that's where it's heading, doesn't it? Karina says, come on, Liverpool. Thank you, Karina. Thank you for getting involved. Please do like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. There are, of course, some other games on, and as you've seen there, Man City have taken the lead through Erling Haaland. I'm sure whoever that is has a promising career ahead of him, of course. But today, the main threat is, of course, Alexander Isak. £59 million, a record signing for Newcastle. But it still feels like they've been quite intelligent with the business that they've done and the way they've gone about things. They haven't done the Man City, first couple of years under the new leadership approach where they went and signed all these different, semi-superstars or past their prime superstars. They haven't done the QPR thing with that Fernandes guy where they brought loads of has-beens but spent a bloody fortune on them and, wages that were crazy. They haven't signed mercenaries. Like, they genuinely are taking their time and trying to build something slowly. Whether they're putting the right pieces together yet it remains to be seen, although, the results against likes of Man City suggest they've obviously got something going right, doesn't it? But, if you excuse the human rights abuses of the regime that now owns them, they're doing a good job. But I'm not going to excuse that, am I? Because I've got morals. So look, in a purely footballing stance, they're doing well and they're on the up. And within another year or two, with some more clever signings, I think they are knocking on the higher echelons of European doors for sure. But not this year. Not this year, I don't think. There's too many teams better than them. The interesting thing, I suppose, is that with this cautious approach, other teams, like your Man Cities, well, maybe not us because we don't bloody buy anyone, but like Arsenal, like Chelsea, like United, they are going to keep on spending. So I guess it's all well and good Newcastle trying to play it calm and trying to play it cool and slow, but you can't be too slow. When you're trying to catch the leading pack, you can't be too slow in how you go about that, because you'll just keep on getting left behind, and the prices and the amount of money that you've spent racks up suddenly, doesn't it? Leicester have just sold Fofana and haven't signed any players, and their season has started really bad. I'll be surprised if they sell Tielemans despite his contract running out. I'm gutted Scott Parker got sacked. I think that was so undeserved, but there's obviously some problems with the board. But that also ruined my prediction, because I'm convinced Rodgers goes next. I don't know who they've got, but if they lose their next game... Are they playing tonight? Wait. Oh no, are they playing tomorrow? I can't remember. Wait, hang on. Bear with me a second. That's Leicester Man United. I reckon if Leicester lose that, he could be gone. I mean, just what's the direction that they're going in? They bottled, or should I say, Brendan Rodgers and his team bottled Champions League football 2 seasons in a row in the last few games. I mean, that's got to ruin your squad, mentality and confidence. I mean, we missed out on it once by a point and then went and won it the next season. That's great. That makes you look sick. But if we'd have missed out again, it's not even worth thinking about where we'd be now. And then they had a very, very average season last year. So and as you said, considering they haven't really spent any money this year and they haven't replaced players or looked to build anything, I just don't get the direction that they're going in or what the plan is. Like, not backing your manager's one thing, but what if they get are they just waiting for him to get so bad they have to sack him? I really don't understand it. I don't get it at all, I'm afraid. Leicester owners, if you're watching this, I don't get it. Please tell me. Please let me know what you're thinking. It makes no sense. Come on, lads, admit it. Admit it. Who's took away... Come on, lads, admit it. Who's took home worse than that 1-2 owner Amanda Stavley on a night out? For goodness sake. Unsure on me. I think he's the capital Stockholm. I'm not sure. So kickoff is literally 10 minutes away now. Flies by. So please do like and subscribe, and make sure you share the video about as well if you haven't done so already. It really helps us out to get as much engagement as possible, and you can help by doing that as well by getting involved in the live chat. We don't bite. We're a friendly bunch. If we just go through the team lineup, we'll go through both teams once more. Where is it? Starting 11 for Liverpool, of course, Alisson in goal. Back four of Alexander-Arnold, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk and Andy Robertson. Midfield of Fabinho, Henderson and Elliott. And the front three is Diaz, Salah and Firmino. This is a big game for Firmino. I think we were all pleasantly surprised by, you know, his involvement, which was basically everything in the Bournemouth game. But I don't think anybody was like instantly, you know, oh, this is it, he's back, he's gonna, you know, storm this season. Today is important because we've seen it a few times where he looks like he's back to his best, and then next week is just back to being pretty absent from a game. He's not going to have anywhere as much time and space as he did against Bournemouth because this is a much better team and a better outfit. What can he do when he does get on the ball? And will he revert to what happened against Man United? Will he start dropping ridiculously deep and basically being, you know, extra midfielder, which we don't need? Or will he stick to his guns, be brave, and stay up and about and around the box where we need him for those silky flicks and no-look shots and what have you? No, I don't have Oreos. I just have a Lucozade. True Liverpool fans don't talk smack about their own. Think about that, says Christian King. Yeah? I don't know what that's in relation to. There must be time for a new pagan tattoo. Well, I mean, Jenny is practically keeping this channel afloat. And with the cost of living crisis getting worse and worse, it is much appreciated, of course. Yeah, I think we all would love to do some merch, but, you know, if we did, we'd empty the pot that we've got at the minute, and it just feels like that would be a bit of a waste just yet. But it's definitely something we want to do for 100%. Would be fun. I'd love to have like an outfit. Yeah, basically, you're the majority shareholder, essentially. The Newcastle team news, of course. Nick Pope in goal. Kieran Trippier, Jamal Lascelles, Dan Burn, Matt Targett in defence. Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, Joel Linton, Miguel Almiron and Ryan Fraser. And up top, Alexander Isaac. God, he's got 2 goals, Haaland. It's just a joke, isn't it? It's just bloody... Núñez getting himself sent off. What a prat. But apart from that, it's 0-0 in all the other games. West Ham, Tottenham's only 7 minutes in. Arsenal, Aston Villa is 0-0. And Bournemouth, Wolves is also 0-0. This is a big game. Actually, to be fair, it's a big game for Steven Gerrard. He could get sacked today. On the bench is Adrian, Davis, Tsimikas, Matip, Jones, Bajcetic, Clark, and Phillips, and a few others. But I can't remember. I mean, I would never buy it because I don't think it would look quite the same, but that pink and purple goalkeeping kit, it does look nice on Alisson. But he is a fine looking individual at the same time, isn't he? Yeah, I wonder how long that'll be. A lot of people think that. Well, I think that is true, isn't it? That Haaland his main aim is to play for, Real Madrid, I think it was. But how long does he hold out? Is it just the same as his time at Dortmund? A couple of years and then bounce. Very interesting. I wonder what his release. He must have a release clause because otherwise, Man City are in the driving seat. If Stevie gets the push, get him back in midfield. Could you imagine? It doesn't. If he gets the sack, which it looks like he will do, it doesn't have to be the end of Stevie G, and it doesn't have to be the end of the dream of him managing us. He's at the end of the day, he's in his 30s still, isn't he? He did amazingly well with Rangers. I don't care what you say, an invincible season in any league is still tough, and putting Rangers back on the pedestal was a big thing. It hasn't worked out so far at Aston Villa, and he's still got plenty to learn. Not everyone's progress is linear. It's not like Klopp, where he did well at Mainz, did well at Dortmund, and is now at Liverpool, or Guardiola handed the reins at Barcelona B, Barcelona, and then goes to Bayern Munich, and then comes here to Man City. The players are just coming out now. Just going over the team sheets one more time. Yes, the bench is Adrian, Davis, Matip, Phillips, Tsimikas, Milner, Jones, Bajcetic, and Carvalho. I forgot Carvalho. Bloody hell. I think the transfer market has gone a bit wild, though, for Isaac to be worth £59 million. Because that Guimaraes wasn't worth that much, but he's an infinitely better player and more important. That was the big news today. Was not that we were in for him, but the likes of Liverpool and City really liked him, and people inside the clubs just almost couldn't believe that Newcastle managed to get the deal over the line. But it's just a sign of the times. 8 goals in 6 matches for Haaland. Those Norwegians ain't bad. Well, he's got a great team around. He's a system player, isn't he? Whole team going through him. Imagine how many goals Firmino would have. Big game. Big game. So make sure you are liking and subscribing before the game gets underway, because I know you forget. And we don't want that. I like to see the team if Haaland gets an injury. Well, they'll be fine, won't they? To be honest, Haaland, Haaland being in the team or not, that's what I said. He's a luxury player. Like, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he plays or not. It's just a bonus. It's a marketing thing. Erling Haaland has now scored more goals than Chelsea this season. Haaland has 7. Chelsea have 6. Jesus Christ. Right, we're ready to go pretty much. I will change and I'll turn the counter on so we can all make sure we're in time with each other. And please, no spoilers in the live chat. And spoilers include goals, red cards and disallowed goals. Spoilers, goals, disallowed goals and red cards. Please leave that out if you can. We are underway. We are underway. Liverpool versus Newcastle at Anfield. Here we go. I'm a bit small. Nope. It's all right. Luis Diaz just won the ball back in a decent area. Tried to set off Andy Robertson, but unsuccessful. Intercepted by Newcastle. They'll be crap. We'll still beat them anyway. Or maybe we can beat them, but they're not going to be crap. I mean, just look at them last season. They won the league without a striker. Although Gabriel Jesus is a striker, but don't tell them that. They get a bit upset. John Stones just had a disallowed goal for City. They are running rampant against Nottingham Forest. Forest finally getting the introduction to the Premier League that a lot more of us probably thought they would get. But, they're another example of a club that's just spent a lot of money, to try and stay up. But if you buy all those players in quick succession, they're not going to gel. Like, you'd think lessons would have taught them. You'd have thought lessons of the past would suggest don't blow a shit ton of cash. You've got to find a balance because either you'll be stuck with a championship squad that's not good enough to compete, or you'll have lots and lots of new players. And Liverpool on the attack here. Arsenal have just scored, so Steven Gerrard's Villa are a goal down inside half an hour. Cross from Luis Diaz blocked, but Henderson has it, and he'll find Diaz again on this left side. Crosses again, and it was looking for Mo Salah, who was in the middle of the box there. But he can only scuff his effort, and he was complaining that he was being held and pushed about, I think. But nothing doing there. Yep, Gerrard is in trouble. Goalkeeper's done something here. He's all fuzzy. That's a bit concerning. Nothing's happened, but he's like, oh, I feel it. He's doing that, like suggesting that he can't see properly or he feels a bit fuzzy. And that's, I don't want to, make everyone worry, but that's a little bit weird. So the substitute goalkeeper for Newcastle's warming up. But Pope is back on his feet and the physios are walking away, so it looks like he's going to stay on. We'll keep an eye on that. It's a bit weird. It doesn't look comfortable. I don't know. I don't really get that. We've seen a lot of incidents at stadiums recently. I mean, there's been rule changes, and that's why it looks like there's more. But in terms of, the games have to be stopped if there's an incident in the crowd. But it is very strange. Migraine. I mean, yeah, but he's just suddenly waved them off as if he doesn't look fine. I don't know. Do migraines come on that quickly? Would he have got it 3 minutes into a game? Hope not lasers again. Bloody hell. That just reminds me of, the lasers from from AFCON and the World Cup qualifiers. That was a scandal. Gary Richards, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. Liverpool just passing it around the back here. Of course, Joe Gomez is deputising at centre-back once more. So we all know he'll be thrilled with that news, but Trent Alexander-Arnold forced to do some defending here. And probably lucky to get away with that one. It looked like he'd fouled the Newcastle player, but nothing given. And now Liverpool are actually on the attack from it. And here's Luis Diaz. A very rapid turnaround here. And he tried to pass it low on the ground, but there was too many white and black shirts in the area. And the ball now back with Alisson. No, I'm good. I'm all right. I'll make it. I'll survive. Oh, they can be really sudden. Oh, okay. I've only had a handful of migraines in my life. They've been quite long, drawn-out things. But hey, everyone's different. But nothing's said about it since, so he must be looking right as rain again. No, I don't have Oreos. I've got Kinder chocolate, but I've finished it already. So I've got nothing. Ball with Virgil van Dijk. Fabinho. I'm not wasting away, Gary. Don't worry about me. I've put on a lot of weight over the holidays. Unlucky from Robertson. First touch takes it away from the initial defender, but eventually Almiron was in the right place to block that one off. Here's Harvey Elliott. Unlucky again. Joe Gomez coming far forward. He wasn't looking for Henderson. He was a bit gutted to find him, really. But a chance there as it was crossed in. Luis Diaz unable to get hold of it before Pope came out. Not very impressed with the pace at the moment. Yeah, I mean, part of me always says, well, just chill out. But the other part of me says, well, actually, you can tell how well Liverpool are going to play very quickly into a game. So, yeah, if you feel like there's a lack of pace, that's probably not going to improve massively anytime soon. Oh, Luis Diaz with a collision there with Haaland. Fucking hell. Hat-trick. He's got a second hat-trick already. It's about to get boring. The Premier League is about to get very, very boring. It I mean, that's it, isn't it? That is it. They've done it. They have sports washed this league into submission, and we all just sat by and watched it happen because, well, what if it happens to us? What if some billionaire regime buys us and then we can spend lots of money? Just past Aguero's what record? Erling Haaland heard the words Bundesliga tax and took it seriously. Salah on the attack now down the right. He'll need some support. He's trying to beat Dan Burn. Finds Trent though. Trent to Fabinho. Back to Trent. Oh, that's a lovely pass. Unlucky for Salah. Maybe a foul, but Newcastle come away with it, and they're in a good position to counter here. They've got the extra man. Not anymore, but they get the shot off and it's over. Did I warn you earlier about Haaland, where he was going and what quality he presented? I'm sure you did. I mean, I never thought he would do badly. I just wondered whether his injuries would get in the way. And, you know, there's still time. But overall, do I think anything to do with Haaland is going to have much effect on this Man City team? No, I don't. Because we know they don't necessarily need a striker. Luis Diaz is down holding his head with a bit of a head-on collision. It's Luis Diaz and Lascelles. Lascelles is back on his feet. Diaz is still down, receiving treatment. It must be interesting with the medical staff, because I don't know if he speaks fluent English. How much English he speaks. So they're trying to give him instructions to check he's okay, but back underway. Sorry, missed that. Newcastle looking to catch us out, but the ever cool Alisson comes out and grabs hold of that. So 12 minutes, 13 minutes gone here, and not really a chance. Joe Gomez a little bit risque in possession. Finds Van Dijk, although not the best pass. And the Dutchman finds Andy Robertson on the left. And now Henderson. Can we craft something? Back with Robertson. He could do with a big game, I think. Old Andy. A lot of people are doubting him, and I don't like that. Oh my God, who was that cross from? Was that Henderson? Not doing himself any favours there. Score prediction. I think I went for a 2-1. And I'd fancy that. Given how the first 12 minutes have gone. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I'd put a fiver on 2-1. Oh my God. Clean sheet is vital. We don't get many of them these days, though. Got one against Bournemouth, but I feel like even they could have got one at one point. Definitely not looking our normal selves, our cool, collected selves. Which is just weird, though, isn't it? Because it's an unchanged back four, and it's got Fabinho sitting in front of it. So I don't know why we've looked so uncertain in ourselves at the start of the season. Oh, that's really embarrassing. I've been called out. I misspelt a title. We did a player analysis on that Kone from Gladbach, and I spelt Gladbach wrong. I kept on doing it with everything yesterday, because it's back BACH, and I kept on. I think it was autocorrect, but I kept on putting CK like back. But it's Gladbach. Man City actually playing with two strikers against Nottingham. Can't remember the last time they did that. Well, you got all 4 games on at the same time. I did that yesterday. It was brilliant. I mean, the games weren't, but just having all 4 games on the same screen was pretty incredible. Here come Liverpool, though. There is space. Luis Diaz finds Henderson, maybe not the best man, and he don't know what to do with it. So it is getting a little bit embarrassing now, I think. He's not a walking disaster, but every time you see the ball go to him, you just think, oh, I wish there was somebody else stood there, to be fair. Here's Isaac. Liverpool have got bodies behind the ball. Oh, Fraser. Woo. Hits it over. Squad gap between City and us is getting bigger, says Don. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, it is, isn't it? But it's annoying because they have actually got quite a small squad now. Like, they've sold a lot of their depth, like Jesus and Zinchenko. But I mean, we're only 5 games in, but they seem to be getting a bit of luck with injuries so far. Especially compared to us. Jesus Christ. Tyler Morton starting for Blackburn. Yeah, well, Owen Beck's gone to Bolton, so he'll be alongside what's his face? It's not good of me, but I did forget it. I mean, there's still been no chance. I'm not going to lie. I hate midweek, nighttime Premier League games. We've had 3 of them, including this one, and so far they've all been crap. No real control in the midfield. Haaland 9 goals in 4.5 games. Yeah, I think we could all pretty much say the league is done. The league is done. And I just say that because of Man City rather than because of us. Come on, Jordan, do something, lad. Nice bit of ping pong there from Liverpool, and we've broken quite nicely. And here's Elliott on the right hand side. Tried to beat his man, gets unlucky in the process though. Just crossed Aguero's record on 8 goals in 9 games. Bloody hell. Oh, that's what the record was. Sorry, I didn't realise. It's quite this game's quite end to end when it gets going as well. One team tries to be brave and then break forward, and it breaks down, and then very quickly it's at the other end. It's just happened again. Here's Luis Diaz. Oh, here we go. Go on, Diaz. Oh! Oh, he should have shot. It was a tight angle, but he's tried to play it to Salah. And the Newcastle defender gets a foot out. But as I was saying, this game is very open and very end-to-end at present. 2 hat-tricks in 6 games. This isn't the Haaland transfer room, but you do have to marvel at it, don't you? People, I mean, we just beat. I mean, look, it doesn't. Nothing changes the fact that we need a midfielder, but we can't even enjoy a game anymore. We can't even let a game run its course. 20 minutes in, it's not been great. We're lacking a bit of energy, and everyone's saying, "Oh, midfield's crap. We can still sign a midfielder, you know, etc., etc." Look, I agree with you, but come on, let's just enjoy some football a bit. Tottenham, own goal for West Ham. Tottenham 1-0 up. I mean, West Ham, they haven't got a point yet, have they? That would be a shocker, wouldn't it? Bloody David Moyes getting sacked. So it's a corner for Liverpool. I hope Madrid comes and gets him, otherwise it's not good for us, certainly with crap FSG as our owners. Corner headed away. Van Dijk will pick it up and plays it back to Joe Gomez. Back inside Liverpool's half. West Ham beat Aston Villa. So they got 3 points, but that's about it. Bloody Virgil van Dijk acting as our left winger there. Unable to bring the ball down under his control. Somebody said, and I'm keen to hear what people think, somebody said this is perhaps the most competitive... No, not the most competitive, because Man City are going to win the league easily, but the most technically, or like the strongest the league has been in terms of every team actually having decent talent and ability, apart from maybe Bournemouth. But every team, for a change, actually has very viable players who could improve other teams in the league. Keen to hear what y'all think about that. You can see the construction work being done on the new stand. That'll be ready for next year, won't it? It's weird, you see all of that being done, and it's only for like an extra 5,000 seats or something. Mo Salah in a bit of a tussle. Firmino. Oh no. Yeah, that is Firmino. What's he doing there? He's done it again. He's back in midfield. Andy Robertson's robbed of the ball, and now he's been sent to the shops as well. Here's Isaac. No. We've got it back again, but not... None of us look... No, we don't look that comfortable again. And it's just quite bizarre. But here's Salah. Simple pass to Henderson. Forward to Luis Diaz. There's 6 Newcastle players back in the box, and only Firmino And now Salah and Henderson in the box for Liverpool. Here's Diaz, Robertson. We've been doing that a lot recently, getting it into the box and trying to cross it on the floor, which I respect and I think it is a good idea. But man, is it annoying when it just hits the first person. But it's good play. It is good play from Liverpool. And it's going to be a corner which Trent is going to come over to take on the left-hand side. So it's going to be an in-swinger. It's gone through everybody, and now Salah at the back post. Plays it to Joe Gomez. He hasn't got a Liverpool goal yet. That would be funny. Will be tough, but we will go through, says Harbinder. What do you mean? It's not a cup. This is the Premier League. So that is that Kera, the own goal. So he's not had a very good start to his West Ham career because he gave away a penalty in the first game, I think, or in his first game. Sorry. Bloody hell, Newcastle are in here. No, he forced him out. Gomez robbed. Oh bloody hell, boys, get it out. Jesus Christ, we ain't got control of this whatsoever. And it's a free kick for Newcastle, right outside the box as well. Very dangerous position. The Liverpool players can't believe it. They're vexed. But it's Willock who went down. Oh, there's no way. Fabinho wins the ball clearly. And then the follow through, like he hits Willock on the head. But like, what is Fabinho meant to do? He can't let the ball go over his head, can he? Did you see that Douglas Luiz links guys mid-average only good if thingy comes with him? I don't want FSG get away by signing a mediocre guy. I think there's nothing in that because Klopp wouldn't want him. It wasn't a foul. I don't think that's a foul at all. But it's Trippier. Trippier now with a chance to put Newcastle in a very good position if he can get this on target. He of course scored another wonderful free kick against Man City. And just like in that game, Newcastle are threatening and frustrating. That free kick looks a bit further out than it actually was. That's given Trippier an advantage. I don't like that. That looks like it's way further back than where the foul actually was. Here he comes. Oh, straight at the keeper. Jesus, I was about to get angry then. Because if it's right outside the box, that's harder. Because it's harder to get it up and down quickly enough. But that looked like it was 5 yards further back. So it gave him the perfect trajectory to get it over the wall and back on target. But luckily, it was straight down Alisson's throat and he was aware to it. The amount of balls we lose in midfield is frustrating. Here's Salah. Oh, claims for handball. Obviously, we've played on. But will VAR review it? I didn't see anything, but the crowd certainly thought they did. Joe Gomez not looking comfy. But this is what I mean. It's so end-to-end and so quick. Like, you just heard me talking about a potential penalty for Liverpool, and then it's back with Joe Gomez nearly getting robbed of the ball within, like, you know, a flick of a finger. Pope with a clearance. Gomez does well to shield it. 64% ball possession for Liverpool, 0 shots, 0 on goal. Newcastle just waiting to hit us on the break. I mean, again, this is what I said. It's not going to be an easy game, and so far their approach to this game is working well. Frustration, breaking up the flow of the game when they can. They'll be very happy with this. Half an hour in, third of the game gone. Can't say I've seen anything special in this game from Liverpool. Newcastle looked dangerous in their attack. Yeah, I get that. I mean, as I said, it was an end-to-end game. But I think you're right. When we get forward, there's never a point where it's like, oh, yeah, we're definitely in here. Like, Newcastle looked relatively comfortable. Like, then, you know, Salah had it. Could he beat a man or two? But no, he's forced out. And now Newcastle have got loads of numbers behind the ball. Everyone but Isaac. I think we need a right winger this summer. We need someone to push Salah. Come on, FSG. Well, steady on. Steady on. We need a midfielder first. I don't think Salah needs pushing, to be honest with you. There's another ball on the pitch here. Trent's just punted it off. Good from Joe Gomez. Good interception, breaking up plays. Comes so far into the Newcastle area. But yeah, I'm telling you, Henderson's confidence is gone because, I mean, I wouldn't have wanted him to play that half space cross again. But there was a run on at the far post and he just completely shied away from putting it in because a few times in this game already his passes haven't come off. And this season he just looks so shaky. So this is that handball from bloody ages ago. Nah. It wasn't in the area anyway, so VAR wouldn't do anything. Thank you again to everybody who is watching. Not the greatest half an hour of football, but please do stick around. And if you haven't done so already, please do like the video and please subscribe as well. We go live every night at 7:30 and have multiple videos per day. And we will have post-match reaction for this game, no matter what the result is, where you can get your thoughts in as well on the performance, which so far was a pretty negative one. Joe Gomez giving a foul away there. So another free kick in a fairly dangerous position for Newcastle, outside of shooting range, but they can get a decent delivery in and cause us some problems. Here comes the delivery. Firmino with a big header. Goes out to the far right. Newcastle still in possession. Ball into the box. And Alisson's got it. Very little flow. Long throw. Very little flow, but a long throw finds Harvey Elliott. He plays a quick 1-2 with Henderson and does very well to work himself some space. That's a good ball. Oh, Diaz, man. He had to score that. Well, I don't know. He was running away from goal. He was always on the turn. He's got to hit it first time. It's unlucky. It's unlucky, but our first genuinely decent move, and it all stems from Jordan Henderson. It's a good ball from Firmino, though, into Diaz. And yeah, he's always running away from goal. The ball's always going to rise. It's a tough chance. Don't be fooled by the fact there's no goalkeeper in the net. That's a tough chance. The pace in this game is too slow to challenge Newcastle. Much of the duels against Newcastle players have been lost, and none of the aerial duels have been won. It's just, yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Jurgen Klopp shouting, "What is your problem?" at the referee, I think. I didn't actually see what that was about. But I'm sure he had good reason for it, old Kloppy. So Newcastle so far the only team with a shot on target, and that was the free kick. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. So it's a definite foul on Gomez that Klopp was going on about. So 10 minutes left of this half. Hi Oliver, hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Long ball forward, not finding anyone. We don't want to get into the habit of doing that. Yes, I do remember you, Oliver. Hope you're doing well. And now Harvey Elliott pushed to the ground. Nothing given, I don't think. And Jurgen Klopp is fuming with the fourth official. Today we started first half to the Kop side. Yes, I'm imagining Newcastle probably won the toss and chose to switch sides. It's all about just making us uncomfortable and what have you. But here's Henderson, won the ball back in quite a nice position actually. Oh God, it's back with Henderson. Firmino under pressure. Oof. He's done well there. Fine Salah. Yep, I'm good, thank you, Oliver. It's eventually cleared. Saying club will sign only when good opportunity comes up. What is good opportunity according to you? Signed a guy for 80 million and he improved our squad, led us to win the league. Will that be a bad signing? I don't know, man. I don't know what they're thinking. We definitely need a midfielder, but it just looks like it's not going to come before the transfer deadline. But we will have full coverage of that. Oh my God, here's Newcastle. Goal. Fucking hell. Oh, this season, man. It's 1-0. And it is Isak. He's got his goal. He's got his debut goal. And just like that, we're chasing the game again. For the fourth time in 5 games, we're chasing the game from a goal behind. And Man City have gone 4-0 up. It's a poor ball from Alexander-Arnold. He's trying a cross-field ball to find Robertson, but just doesn't catch it at all. And then we're just so open. Oh. All over the place. All over the place. It's really bad. It's really, really, really bad, that is. Nobody knew where Isak was. Henderson's to blame. Van Dijk partially. Gomez. Almost the whole back line are to blame for that goal. We're just on autopilot. We're just chilling. Like, we think we've got everything on lock, but we don't. We're so unsettled at the back. And I don't know what we do. It's like... it's the most stereotypical thing ever when you're losing to say back to basics. But it feels like that's what we need. We need to kick up the arse. But, you know, losing to Man United should be enough. And, you know, to go and beat a championship team 9-0. I mean, 9-0 is still impressive in and of itself, but you can't take much from it. And we knew that. Yes, you can celebrate it, and we did. It was brilliant, but you can't take much from it. There's not much to learn from beating Bournemouth. And now, as I said, for the 4th time in 5 games, we are chasing this game. Meanwhile, Man City are cruising, absolutely cruising against Forest. They can sub most of their players. They've got 5 subs. They could sub most of their first team off now. And they can chill. Not us, though. I told you. I told you this game would be horrible. What did... you know... spot on. We need a quick response here. We need to get equal before the break. And here comes Alexander-Arnold. Cross deflected out. It's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool. Oh, God. Same old, boring football, says Anthony. Good to see you. Don Van Dijk says, you got to say we have been bad, so bad in first half an hour that this was coming. So Liverpool goal down to Newcastle, and it was pretty shocking at the back from most of our back line and some of our midfield as well. Trippier's just given away a corner unnecessarily, and there's 4 minutes left of this half. So if I was you, Liverpool, I'd score this one. Get us back into it before half time. Robertson, the corner is crap, but we get another one somehow. Quickly taken to Harvey Elliott. Good delivery. Unlucky. Headed away. Trent back in. Headed away. Now with Gomez. Robertson. Into Henderson. This is bad. This is internal biases coming out. But at the same time, it just feels horrible whenever Henderson's on the ball. I don't like it. He's in the box now. Look at that. I mean, oh... He is a lost man, a lost cause. I have backed him to the hilt. I have loved the Jordan Henderson story, but he is lost. He is lost out there. Oscar Red said, I said 2 weeks ago, Premier League title over Man City are not going to lose many points. Neither are Spurs or Arsenal. That's the top 3. Can't beat a low block FC. Horrible, no plan at all, says Harbinder. Oh, would you pay any Liverpool players in the Prem best 11 after 4... What? Oh, would you put any Liverpool players in the Premier League best 11 after 4 game weeks? Probably not. Probably not, to be fair. Jurgen Klopp's as angry, if not angrier, than all of us. Like, he can see right through this Newcastle approach. Don't get me wrong, Newcastle deserve to be winning, probably, on the balance of things. But it's just another horrible approach to playing football. Like, they're just going down at everything. It's just shit. And whilst we just have to get on with it, at the same time, you've got to back your team a little bit and just say the world would be a better place if teams didn't play like this. You know? Trent with a completely blind pass there. It's time for FSG to go. We have outgrown them. Our net spend is 1.8 million, but John Henry thinks we spend a lot this summer. All the teams have improved. We are going backwards. If we are planning on winning to win titles, we need a new owner, more passionate about the game. Where are you going to find that from? Where are you going to find that from? Like, FSG really are the best of a bad bunch. Because I'm sorry, I'm not sitting here and saying that I want bloody Bin Salmon to come and take us over. I'm not having that conversation with anybody. If anyone, is thinking of suggesting that man or anyone in his ilk, we're not having that conversation. So you're stuck with, just any other millionaire/billionaire family or corporation. They're all going to be the same. The Glazers spend a lot, but they've created a toxic culture and a stadium in disrepair and staff that don't know what they're doing. Taylor, hello. I can see you. Hope you're doing well. West Ham transfer room. Hendo needs to start looking to his left when passing. He just needs to stop receiving the ball, really. The thing is, he's putting himself in decent positions, but then as soon as he gets it, you just think, he ain't going to do anything with it. And he hasn't. He hasn't at all. So there's another corner, 4 minutes of added time, straight to Nick Pope. Oh, Nick Pope's gone down. Oh Lord, it's gonna be a horrible evening, isn't it? Diaz gives it away with a loose pass. Newcastle coming again. 2.5 minutes left of extra time. They get a cross in. Nobody there. Trent can clear it, but only as far. No, we've got it. Come on. Get it fast. Get it forward fast. It's players' attitude, not FSG. Well, yeah, to an extent, I agree. In games like this and all the games this season, you're absolutely right. Robertson. Oh, Harvey Elliott, the shortest man on the pitch. Alexander-Arnold, shot blocked. I can't ring you. I can't. Exactly. Look, you can. This is the thing, right? You can have those conversations about the owners, but not everything that goes wrong is down to them as well. Us not beating Newcastle is nothing to do with that. There's another corner now. You can almost see how this is going. You can almost see the way this game's going to go now. It's just going to be a really frustrating night. Maybe we'll get a draw. But Newcastle are set in their ways. They're comfortable. It's one more corner before half time, I think. Oh my God, no, it just ain't landing. It's gone to Nick Pope. There we go. That's that. Half time. Yep, half-time whistle's gone. Oh, it's a frustrating start to your Wednesday evening, isn't it? Liverpool 0, Newcastle 1, courtesy of Isaac's very first goal in English football in his first appearance, having only just been allowed to play hours before the game actually got underway. How fantastic. What a lovely story that is. Trent having a shocking season. I don't think there's much point in naming individuals. Like, I know I've gone in on Henderson a bit, but everyone is just so off. Even Diaz isn't phenomenal. Like, he's probably our best attacking outlet at the minute, and Elliott's doing well. But apart from that, even Van Dijk still, like, it's like we're playing with an arrogance that we haven't earned. We haven't earned the right to play like this. Like, you go back to square one at the start of every season. You have to work your way up and you have to earn it. And teams are just taking the piss. Me and Jack had to endure Henderson praise for an hour debate room. Shots fired. But on the other side of the debate, and I'm not necessarily on the other side of the debate, the guy you're repping isn't available. That's all I'll say. But, you know, I'm just giving the other side of the argument there. Oh, it's meltdown season. It's meltdown season. I mean, I'm kind of having a mini meltdown as well, to be fair. Hate to say, but seems like that UCL game has taken our soul. That is a very sad and sobering thought, isn't it? That is sad. Maybe that game meant more than any of us could have realised. Maybe that was the end of the generation. No. Stop it. Stop talking like this. Football ain't like that. Football isn't scripted. You can always make your own history. But the fact of the matter is we're 1-0 down to Newcastle at half-time on a shitty Wednesday. I said I hate weekday Premier League games. I hate them. And I think the players do as well. Give us a bloody Saturday kickoff or a Sunday kickoff and we'll be fine. We hardly ever played in the week in the Prem last year. It was always a Saturday or a Sunday. Jota back in training tomorrow. Don't know when Thiago's back, but yeah, Jota back tomorrow. Well, hey, at least we can bring on Carvalho and maybe he can spice things up and save the game for us. I don't know. But that was a genuinely pretty bad half, wasn't it? Like, very, very bad. Keep your chin up. No, I know. Sorry, I you just let the emotions get the better of you sometimes, don't you? But at the end of the day, we could still come out of this with 3 points somehow. 5-0 at City with KDB. I mean, what did we expect Forest to do? Let's be honest. Has Crystal Palace written all over it? What, this game? At least I've captained Haaland in my fantasy. Oh, well, you're doing just fine. So the results elsewhere. Man City 5, Forest 0, Bournemouth 0, Wolves 0, Arsenal 1, Villa 0, West Ham 0, Tottenham 1. This isn't even a joke. I'm not joking around. I don't joke around. But if you don't laugh, you will cry. Taylor, I'm not ringing you. Please stop asking me, please. It's not KDB, it's Alvarez. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Hat-trick for Haaland in the first half. Cancelo in the 50th. Alvarez in the 65th. I feel like Klopp is frustrated with the team and not being able to spend money. Well, I think he's annoyed with the refereeing. I think the refereeing's been... Like, they just make no effort to deal with teams that set up the way Newcastle have set up. They just let them get away with it. And then when they realise what's happening, it's too late because they've already let them play like that for 60 odd minutes. Right, I'm going to have a quick break just to grab a tea and some biscuits before the second half gets underway. So please do stick around, everyone. We'll be back for the second half. And then, no matter what, we will have post-match reaction as well. So plenty more still to come on the LFC Transfer Room. Please do like the video. Please subscribe and stick around as well. I'll be back in just a moment. So do stick around and get involved in the live chat as well. Keep yourselves company. Liverpool have so many big players not trying anymore. Klopp needs to start dropping them. How many times does VVD not run to close down players? He's now been caught out. Star players salary another 400,000 this week. Yes, I think that's gone under the radar a little bit, but more people might start to think that. Right, converse amongst yourselves for a few minutes. I'll be back very, very shortly. See you in a minute. Yep, we back. We back, and we still 1-0 down. Second half getting underway shortly. Thank you for everybody who did wait around. Much appreciated. It's only Douglas Luiz's equalised for Aston Villa. Jesus Christ, it's written in the stars. Douglas Luiz to save Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa career and then move to Liverpool on transfer deadline day. Could it be written? A lot of discussion about Salah, I can see. Salah only plays the right pass when it benefits himself. I think he's been too honest. If I'm being honest with you, I think he's been too honest. He's tried to stay on his feet too much in a lot of circumstances. But I think he needs more support. I don't think he's getting anywhere near enough. Hang on a second. Thank you. Sorry about that. What I said was, it's knockoff Rich Teas, is what it is, for anyone asking. Where is Núñez? He's back on Saturday. I think that will be a much better game, because I think we can trounce Everton. And this could be the birth of Darwin Núñez, the legend. But anyway, positivity back in the room. Second half ready to go. Oh, Arsenal have gone back in front. Douglas Luiz is not saving his job. There we go. Second half underway. Let me just change the score. It's not 0-0. Newcastle are in fact winning this game. Just feels like there's no fun in playing Newcastle anymore. Like, I feel like the last few times we've played them, they've been just horrible games. Souček equalised for West Ham. Good. I like the sound of that. Villa are just as bad at the back right now. I haven't actually watched a single Villa game this season. But as everyone says, they do not seem to be very good. And the results tell you that. I don't know why I didn't go to the toilet at half time. I really need a wee. Every game this season has been horrible, except Bournemouth. That was a good one. I don't like that Firmino is playing over Núñez. He's not playing over Núñez. Núñez is suspended. We've got no choice. Yeah, I'd say get Carvalho on for Henderson. It depends how... It'll be interesting to see how long he holds out with Hendo. Because he always seems to get at least 60 minutes when he shouldn't. You know, it's just 15 minutes wasted, really. But the referee's got to do something. Straight away, Newcastle have made their intentions very clear. A foul's given. Salah goes to take it. The Newcastle player runs over to block it and then picks it up and walks off. And the ref can see all of it and just stands there. Just give him a yellow straight away and I promise you it stops and you've got control of the game. What is the benefit of not giving him a yellow? They just keep on doing it. Here's Luis Diaz in a good position. He's tackled, but it's out for a corner. Kieran Trippier showing what he's made of. Robertson to take the corner. Could be an outswinger. Is he going to hit the first man? No. It is headed away though. Trent picks it up on the other side. Flicked by Firmino, but nobody in the right place. Gerrard the next to be sacked. The pressure's mounting. I didn't realise how quickly the pressure would mount on him. But they did have a disappointing end to last season as well. And he's been backed pretty well. I'll be interested to know what Henderson genuinely thinks of his own performances, because I feel like he's a pretty stand-up, self-aware guy. Like, I don't think he sat there thinking, I am brilliant, I'm playing fantastically. And you've got to remember, at the end of the day, Henderson doesn't pick himself. It is Jurgen Klopp who persists with Jordan Henderson. Newcastle trying to press us, but yeah, we've given it away. They've pressed us well. There's 5 minutes and no real change. It is concerning. More than 70% possession, not a shot on goal. Salah's got a bit of luck down the right, but his pass doesn't find its man. Put in Salah at what? Oh, at striker. Yeah, I think that's always an option. But then who do you play at right wing? Elliott just hasn't got the physicality to play there, I don't think. Someone's just said this would be Van Dijk's first loss at Anfield as well. Damn. That's some serious stuff. If we had another choice, we should use it. Yes, you are correct. Would you sub Hendo for... I'd get Carvalho on now. Maybe he can't do anything, but what's the point in waiting? Because Henderson isn't doing anything. And hasn't all game. If anything, he's been a bit of a detriment to the side. But I do hate to single him out. We've all been poor. Newcastle still look the more likely to score. It's quite unbelievable. First loss in a year at Anfield, and Virgil van Dijk's first loss. City have won the league. I'm crying. Well, it definitely feels that way, but it might be a bit early to say that. But I ain't got nothing to argue against that with. They are on top. Why must we always change after 60, 70 minutes? I don't know if he just expects a reaction or not, but we hardly ever get one. There's all sorts going on in the box. Referee waves play on. I don't think he knew what happened. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's happened here? Oh, it's two. It's going to be two. It's going to be two. It's two. Oh, it's offside. Oh, my Christ. Oh. This is dreadful. What is going on? God, that's lucky. We've just got no idea. We don't know where each other are. We don't know how to hold the high line. It's a disaster. There goes the season. Come on, Arbinder. I know it's difficult, but chin up. Sorry to scare you. He put it in the back of the net. I thought it was 2-0. Man City 6. Alvarez. Bloody hell. Both their goal... He's going to get a hat-trick as well. Both their strikers are going to get a hat-trick. Good pass by Gomez, but... Oh, Diaz is offside. For God's sake, what are you doing offside? Yeah, we'll sub Jen on. You know, as frustrating as this is, just watching Klopp, like watching his bottom jaw go, is enough to cheer you up. It is funny. They're in again. No. Henderson does a good job there. If this isn't a wake-up call for Klopp, then he will never learn. Well, I think he... Well, that's the debate, isn't it? It's whether it's down to Klopp or FSG that we haven't signed anyone. Milner and Tsimikas warming up. Why wouldn't you bring on... Why wouldn't you bring on Carvalho? Like, what is Milner going to do in this game? He ain't going to settle it because he can't catch up with it. Here comes Robertson. Nick Pope's got it again, for God's sake. And he's gone down as well. Half an hour to save this game. We can't even complete simple 5-yard passes now without giving it away. Okay, to be fair, right, we haven't got the best bench in the world, but we need to make wide-scale changes. So what that allows us to do is we can bring Tsimikas on, give him a go down the left. We can bring... Sorry for the rustling. We can bring Carvalho and Curtis Jones on to add some creativity and a bit of zip. Oh my God. And then if we really need to at some point, for whatever reason, we can bring Milner on. But I don't see the benefit of him coming on now. Oh, Trent again. What's he doing? This is just it. This is the reason this is so frustrating is because we know how much better, we know how good they are. Sholem, it's good to see you. Salah. Oh, Diaz. Elliot. Oh, saved. We ain't scoring. Jesus Christ. Sholem, I don't know what to tell you. That's what I was saying. It's so frustrating. The reason it's so frustrating is because we know how good this lot can be, and they are just playing shit. And I don't know why. If we get anything from this, it's a total fluke. Yeah, but I'll take it any day. Yes! Roberto Firmino! He's back, baby! I told you he's back. It's 1-1. Oh! Oh my God. I thought this game was getting beyond us. But Salah gets his match day involvement. He gets his goal involvement for you FPL lot. Woo! It's good back to front play. We've got to be honest. It's Harvey Elliott. Plays Salah in with a lovely ball. Salah keeps himself well onside. This will not be disallowed. And he finds Firmino, who's just free in the middle of the box. And he slots it home with ease. Bobby Firmino, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Firmino. But it's a brilliant team goal, to be fair. Brilliant ball from Harvey Elliott, who probably has been our best player. Right. Game on. Does not change the facts we've been atrocious, but the game is on. Elliott was class there. For anyone who doubted him, he is a special boy. And now Salah in a foot race. Oh, if he'd have got his head up, he could have slipped in Trent there. But unlucky. Me coming here to pour my frustration was the key, it seems. Yep, thank you, Lipok. Thank you for getting us back into this. You can come back again. Here we go again. Bloody hell. Luis Diaz trying to do backflicks when we're 1-1. Trent back in. Oh. It's going to come to Robertson. He's going to have to pass it to Hendo. And he is going to go back. He leaves it for Van Dijk, actually. Thank you to everybody who is watching. Please do like this video if you haven't done so already. And please subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps us out. We go live every night at 7:30. We do every single game for a watch-along. And we do post-match reaction after every single game. Here we go. Here we go. Henderson. I'm just playing. Of course he didn't score. Bless him. But we've got it back again. Here comes Elliot. Trent. Put it up in the air, lad. You put it flat every single time. The other team are going to suss it out. Why will he not just put it in the air a little bit? And now the Newcastle players, this is it for the next half an hour. Professional footballers getting cramps after 60 minutes. Jake Paul, like, he's you can just imagine him, like, come on, Liverpool, let's turn this momentum around and make it 27 wins in a row against Newcastle. Such a bellend, honestly. Oh my god. Hi Megan, hope you're doing well. Everyone, you know, once we get back in the game, everyone's happy again and everyone comes out. We got more of the regulars in again. Lipok's back, Megan's back. Sholom's back as well. It's a great sight. I'd take Joel Linton in our midfield. Yeah, but you take him, but do you actually want him? Here we come down the left. Why did Henderson duck out the way of it? There was nobody behind him. Hello. Oh! Oh, mate, if Salah could have brought that down. But Joe Gomez causing all sorts of problems for himself. He's quite lucky to come out of that unscathed. Nearly gave it away. So it finished 6-0 to Man City. Bournemouth Wolves finished 0-0. Arsenal Villa finished 2-1. And West Ham Tottenham is still 1-1, as is this game. With 25 minutes still left to play. And no subs for Liverpool just yet either. No, Alan, no subs just yet, which is... I mean, I guess that goal's probably delayed it all. Oh. Almiron just fell into the stand. The subs must be coming, though. Like, even though this team's got back into it, why leave it the same? Get Carvalho and Simicas on, says Lipok. No, I think I was wrong about that. I think they were just warming up together, but the commentators definitely seemed to suggest they were like getting ready almost. But no, I think they were just warming up. Hi, Cedric. God, we're getting the gang back together tonight. It's like a reunion. Fingers crossed it brings a result with it as well. I mean, what I will say... Actually, if I turn the volume up, they're not as bad. I was going to say Anfield's been pretty quiet today, but it's actually not that bad. Here we come. Can Elliott thread a lovely ball again? Plays a simple one to Salah. Gets it back, though. He's wiggled through somehow. He's on his own, though. Salah, you got to help him, mate. Nah, it's gone out for a goal kick. Oh, Milner is coming on. Oh, what's Carvalho done wrong, man? Look, not being harsh on any players, but what positive has Milner brought to our performances this season? And what has Carvalho brought this season? Jordan Henderson coming off. Oh, God, it's a mess. Carvalho is coming on now. He wasn't originally. And that's the thing. A lot of people will be like, yeah, get Henderson off. He's been terrible. But as Jen says, he's saving him for Everton. Like, Henderson is going to start against Everton. It's got nothing to do with his performance. I think that's maybe a bit more of a cause for alarm. So it is Kostas Tsimikas coming on, James Milner coming on, and Fabio Carvalho. Is it Elliott coming off? Oh, for Trent. So Milner's going right back. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. Keep Elliott on. I like that. I like that. That's good. He wouldn't have always done that. He would have taken off. He would have done a like for like. Carvalho for Elliott, and that would have annoyed a lot of people. Well, I'm not that pissed with those substitutions, let's be honest. I mean, Henderson's been terrible. A lot of people think Robertson's been terrible, and Tsimikas deserves some minutes. And then Carvalho maybe should have started. He's definitely earned it. And I don't think you take Elliott off, because he does look like one of our best players. Whey, the ref's giving us a decision. Again, though, if you haven't done so already, please do like this video. That massively helps us out, and please subscribe to the channel as well. We've recently gone over 6,200 which has been a crazy rise from where we were. Free kick comes to nothing. Standard. Milner is the age of 136 on right back. Here's something for the ledger. I'm not that mad. And yeah, as Jen says, you cannot take Harvey off. That would be a monumental mistake, I think. Like, when you're chasing a game, why take off an attack-minded player for an attack-minded player? Like, that's not what you do. You add to it. If you can help it, at least. There's a lovely ball from Luis Diaz to find James Milner at right back. Now it is with Tsimikas on the left. He's waited too long for that ball. Is Tsimikas going to drop another stinker? Stay positive. Stay positive now. He's getting pulled all over the place. You've got to whistle for it, ref. Who is it? Dan Burn. He's constantly tugging Salah's shirt. He's whistled for it once. He should be on a yellow. Watch how quickly it all stops. But no, I'm going to let it go because what? What does that do? Nothing. Oh, unlucky. Elliott caught slightly, but he's all right. No, we're building momentum. Oh, bloody hell. Fabinho gives away the foul eventually. Salah should go. He wouldn't get it, though. Harry Kane would get it. An English striker would get it. And then, you know, he'd get praised for being so clever with his body positioning and what have you and going down. But if Salah does it, it gets waved on or he gets a yellow and he gets told and he's, you know, branded a cheater. .15 minutes. Tsimikas has fallen. Tsimikas ain't doing nothing. He's been tosh every minute he's had in the league this year. Come on, we're not asking for much here. We just need a goal and 3 points from 15 minutes. That is all we need. That's all we're asking for. And it's not a lot. It really isn't. Here's Diaz. Don't shoot. Milner. Ooh! Elliott does well. Fabinho, nowhere to go. Out to Tsimikas. Oh, it's gone over everyone. Mane got another goal for Bayern tonight. Do we miss him? No, he'd be just as bad as this lot. He doesn't stick out when we're playing crap. When we're playing crap, he is crap. Tell you what they should do for cramp. If you get cramp in a game, you have to go off. You don't have to be substituted. You have to go off the field of play for the next phase. That would stop it, because 2 of them have gone down there, slowed everything down, and then they get back up and they're absolutely fine. Oh, Tsimikas doesn't fall over this time, so we keep the ball. And he gets it from Diaz in a dangerous position. Oh! Why are we trying so many flicks and stuff? I mean, I guess maybe that was the easiest thing to do, but Diaz with a shot straight at the keeper. Unlucky. Corner. So it's all about now. Next 12 minutes, just build and sustain that pressure. Good corner. There's shirt pulling everywhere. I think Van Dijk's getting his shirt pulled. Oh, brilliant from Firmino, winning it back. Not giving a foul away and not putting it out. Very well done. But Tsimikas nearly bloody does. Jesus. It's not an entertaining product, is it? The concept of time wasting. Like, I don't know why the league doesn't do more to try and stamp it out. Like, we literally do not do it. Even if we're winning against Man City, we don't go down with cramp. I'm sure of it. Maybe that's being too naive and too honest, but it's just entertaining. Oh! Diaz! Oh, he should have had 2 or 3 today. I don't know, was that the easiest one he's had? He scuffs it into the ground. No, it takes a deflection. You can't do nothing about that. Bloody hell. There's just no luck for us today. We had to work our asses off just to get an equalizer. And nothing else is happening. Cross from Milner. Comes straight to Tsimikas on the other side. Milner with the winner. Oh, lordy, lordy. Starting to get to that point of desperation. 9 minutes on the clock. Thank you again to everybody who is joining us. It's still 1-1. We're in desperation times. We will be live after the game with post-match reaction with a few of the lads, so do stick around for that as well. And that will, of course, be happening no matter what the result is. And it could still go either way, to be honest. This could end horribly if we're not careful, because they still threaten on the break a little bit. I mean, you can't get more cynical of a foul, so I don't know why that's not a yellow either. So, free kick for Liverpool. It will be a cross into the box. No, pretty much the first man. Firmino shot over. It isn't happening. Matty and Curtis Jones on the bench. Not sure what they are doing there. Oh, God. I mean, more than I want us to win, I also really need to go to the loo. But I don't want to miss anything. I don't know why I've done this to myself. I should have gone at half time. I didn't. And I'm now paying the consequences. Free kick for Newcastle. They're getting players up for this. They still want to try and sneak a winner if they can. Oh my God. Yeah, it's offside. Five minutes on the dot. Come on. Come on, boys. Good from Gomez. Finds Milner in acres of space. Cross into the box. Simicast can't really get anything on it. Hello. Firmino! Over the bar. Alisson Becker, 95th minute winner again. I don't think we'd even bother bringing him up. I don't think we would. What is the ref doing? He's just... why? Why is he letting all of that go? There's a clear push. My God. It's not Newcastle or teams that time waste should be angry at. It's not your own team that they should just get on with it. It's all down to the referees. The referees literally decide the tempo of the game. And they decide what goes and what doesn't. We're in the 86th minute and he's just pulled out a yellow card on a Newcastle player who probably should have been booked half an hour ago. It's just not going to fall for. It's not going to fall for any of us in the right place. And there ain't going to be much added time either. Like, nothing's happened. Two minutes. No. Behave. Corner. Yep. Harvey Elliott, man of the match, I think. The only one who can really come out of this game with his head. I mean, I know Salah assisted. Diaz has been okay. Firmino scored. But I think Elliott far and beyond man of the match today. Oh, straight to Nick Pope. Just feels like the magic's drying up a bit, doesn't it? Like this isn't Aston Villa in the title-winning season. Trippier with a yellow card. It just doesn't feel like there's anything on the way here. And time, there's going to be 3 minutes added tops. Oh yeah, there's a clever free kick into Carvalho. Has the space and his shot hits the goalkeeper's leg and goes out. 5 minutes. I did not expect 5 minutes. I'll be honest with you. But fair play. So Newcastle players have gone down quite a lot. Yep, 5 minutes injury time. No, Salah's offside and it goes to the goalie anyway. Free kick in our own half. Oh, it's gone to their player. What is the ref? What is the ref doing? It's gone to the Newcastle player who's kicked it away from where it's meant to be, and the ref watching, stands there, does nothing. What help to the game is that? Why even bother turning up? We need 3 hours to score, says Kris. Well, we've got 3 minutes left of the added 5. Yeah, it's not a head injury, so he can F off. Play on. Look, he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. Now Pope's injured, apparently. Nick Pope still receiving treatment. This better all get added on. If he blows at 95, I'm going to be fuming. No, it doesn't boil down to the miss. It boils down to the defence just losing all grasp of where each other were. Like, that Isaac goal should have never happened. There's lots of space. Oh, Diaz. Carvalho. Good from Simicast. No. It's no height. Oh my God, Joe Gomez, mate. Why? 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 No senior goal for Liverpool when you try that. Right, so if he blows here, I'm going to be fuming. It's 95 now. If he blows now, I'm fuming. It's got to be at least another minute. This is it. Last chance saloon. Whoa. Oh, come on, boys. Oh, we're going to lose this. He's going to go to the... Oh, he's going to the corner. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. Oh, my Jesus. Oh, this is it. Come on now. Get it up. Oh, Simicast. Fucking hell. What are we doing? This is it. This is it. Gomez hoofs it long. Oh. Oh. Salah. No. Corner. Let us take the corner. Oh. Get Alisson up. Get everyone in there. Oh, I thought that was it. How have we made Dan Burn look good? Alisson ain't coming up, but everyone else is. All over him, ref. All over him. Oh! Yes! It's Carvalho! Oh! Yes! It's 2-1 to the Reds! Oh! Mwah! Mwah! Oh, Newcastle! Newcastle, tears! Oh, you're disgusting! You are disgusting! And you got exactly what you deserved! Referee! Mwah! Newcastle! Mwah! Oh! Oh, take it! Drink it in! The Newcastle staff and coaches are fuming! What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh! Right, please no VAR. Please no VAR. Please. Please no VAR. That's all I need. Woo! Right, what's going to happen here? 97th minute, Carvalho. You're right as well. There's no offside. No offside. Nothing. That's a goal. That is a goal. That is a goal, and we are winning 2-1. Oh. Oh, the magic is alive. The magic is alive. You just gotta love it. You've just got to love it. Fucking football. Full-time whistle's gone. Liverpool wins by 2-1. Carvalho with the last kick of the game. Oh my God. 2 goals in 2 games for Carvalho off the bench. Woo. Oh my God, we have robbed Newcastle, but I am so happy we have. Because they were disgusting. They were horrific today. What do we do now? What do we say? I am speechless. We have not smashed and grabbed a game like that for a very, very long time. We have come back and we have won games, but that was a game that was gone. 95 minutes. 5 minutes were added on, and in the 98th minute, Fabio frickin' Carvalho sticks it top bins. And Newcastle, despite frustrating us and doing the dark arts well, deserve nothing less. Absolutely nothing less. We get the Jurgen fist pumps as well. I don't know why the commentator or the pundit who's on the minute has just said like, "Oh, Newcastle, the players are going down with cramps. They deserved a point from this game." Like, how thick are you? How thick are you to think that they were going down with genuine cramp? If they were losing, they wouldn't have cramp, would they? It's unbelievable. Anyway. 2-1 to Liverpool. 3 points in the bag. An unbelievable finish to the game. I'm in trouble. I've been a bit too loud and I'm in trouble. Carvalho's getting spoken to now. I want to hear what he has to say. I don't know what the fans are booing. I don't know if it's the Bournemouth lot kicking off or something or what. Carvalho is so funny. He's just like, yeah, I'm just glad to be here. Like, yes, same, mate. You're a professional footballer for Liverpool, and he's just happy to be there. Yeah. Well, we do have post-match reaction. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. Please do like and subscribe. And we'll be live very shortly again for post-match reaction. So stick around on the channel for that. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone.